Hello! To my regular subscribers, I am sorry this is not a song or anything, but I've been spending a lot of time on my Elsa costume and realizing how popular Frozen is, and I just wanted to share how I made my costume because I did it on, I don't want to say a very small budget, because it probably cost me $200 or $300 to do it, but compared to, you know, the Once Upon a Time budget, that's not much. So I'm going to share how I made my costume. I will adjust the camera for each part as I go because I am alone right now, so I am the cameraman. Apologies for any noise, it's a very windy night, but we do get a wind chime, so that's cool. Anyway, let's begin. So, we're starting at the top. The sleeves here were originally something like this. It's a very bright dance top, stretchy, very long sleeves that you put your thumb through. They did not come in any other shades of blue, so I bought this. I tried bleaching it, that did not work. Don't bother. There we go. So I took this spray, Design Master Color Tool spray in Blue Sky, and I carefully sprayed it and got really high. No, do it outside. And then, you probably can't see it, but I also used Glitter Shimmer by Krylon to make it sparkly. I didn't do that on the first version of this top. I will show you the first version. It's just getting a little beat up because I do wear this for work. So that is how I made the top. Oh, sorry, and I cut the top lower and used an invisible elastic. I sewed it on the inside, stretched the elastic and sew it on. I used a zigzag pattern, and I probably should have just spray painted it after I did that, but I did it before. So next time I do that first and then spray paint it, because then that will blend in more, the thread. But I might just go and spray paint it a little gently after I take it off. I just made this tonight, so this is what it looks like new. And I will show you the one I've been wearing several times and what happens to it. Because it's not dye, you know, it comes off and it's hard to wash it without it coming off. So this is my older one. It's not as stiff as the new one. It lightens up a little bit. But you know, after some wear, it does come off and gets dirty. But part of this goes underneath your your corset anyway, so you don't need to bother about that part there. Jeez, okay. So you know, it wears off and it wears out, but these are less than $20 each, so depends how often you want to be wearing it. So next we will talk about the corset. So, corset. Oh, one fell off. This happens. I'm sorry, it's not perfect right now. Occasionally, with wear, these little things fall off, so you might have to make more. It is not in perfect condition. I have been wearing it, and I will tell you about that. So, for the corset, I bought just a plain white corset, maybe $10, $15 on eBay. And I covered it in the material for the skirt, which we'll talk about later. Covered it totally in the material because I was running late for Halloween and didn't know what to expect. So, covered it, I sewed it up, yeah. Took a little time, not as much as the front. I bought this silver lacing Joann Fabrics. I'd recommend finding something else though, because if you wear it a lot, it seems to twist at the top and then just frays. So it's not ideal, but it matches. These little sequins were originally this. Shimmer sheets. What color does it say? This is Blue Iris, but I feel like it was called something else online. But shimmer sheets, Blue Iris. Comes in a pack of 3. How many did I use for what I did? I want to say maybe 4 packs, and then I got 2 extra to finish the back with, if I ever feel like it. So it starts out like that. Take your scissors and cut it out into little pieces. These are kind of smaller ones, but you can do, do bigger ones, smaller ones, do them all sizes, figure out what works for you and what you want to do. Around this side, I tried to make them a little smaller because it was a bendy part. Although you can't tell, it looks kind of big. Oh, in the back there. They do tend to pop off. Oh, that one's popping off. I used this fabric glue. It's kind of old. I had another fabric glue, a newer one, and then I found my old one. So I was using fabric glue to attach those. Maybe not the best because they do fall off. These little crystals, sorry, they were antique. I bought on eBay. Focus on that. If you really want these, if you can't find any, let me know. You don't need many for the corset. Can't focus that close. So maybe you can buy some from me. I have a bunch left. Sometimes they fall off too. These little rhinestone strips came in a set of, how do you say a set? I don't know. They were like a double line of them in a little package at Joann's, and I cut it apart and glued them on. I would recommend against these, really. I mean, it's kind of neat, but with where they start coming off, they'll just pop off and start not looking good. I did see a more expensive rhinestone ribbon, I guess you'd call it, at Joann's for about $15 a yard, and I am going to go back and get that as soon as I can, and when I have a good coupon. I didn't see it at every Joann's I went to, but one of them I saw it and thought it was amazing. Just a little expensive, but I'd say go for that. It's not like you need a lot of it. You could probably do with the yard. I'll show you the bottom of the corset now. So this is the bottom of the corset. I tried to, recreate the animated pictures and, as much as I could. And it looks lovely, but these, like I said, they do start falling off. They are not very hardy little things. So use them if you have to. See, it looks fine, it looks great, but they do fall off. So I did that. I didn't go all the way around, partially because I got lazy, and partially because the cape covers things, so it's not, super necessary. Yes, I like to be very accurate, but oh my goodness, just making this whole thing. I don't know how long that took. So long. But I think it turned out pretty well. I love the shimmer of it. So shiny. I get lots of compliments. So now we will move on to the skirt. So this is the skirt. The material I bought, eBay or Etsy. It's on both places. Several sellers have it. It's based on the Frozen dress. So it's as accurate as you can get. I really love it. But it's not an easy one for upkeep. I don't know how to wash it. It's beautiful and smooth when you get it and when you put it together, but with some wear it starts feeling a little prickly. The silver parts start... Oh, look at that. It's just sticking out. Yes, I made my first dress, took it to the dry cleaners. Don't do that. Don't do that unless, I don't know, unless you talk about it first, because it made it very itchy. This at least is not itchy on the inside yet, but dry cleaners, don't do it. Love the look of it though. I love the look of it. I would love a dress made out of this for me to wear, but I have no idea how to clean it. As for the pattern, I just got the official pattern and used the skirt pattern. No! Attention whore. And it's comfy. The first skirt I made, I altered a different pattern, and it was a little tight. But obviously, this is made to be like Elsa. Although, I don't agree with that skirt. I mean, the shirt pattern there. That's silly. Anyway, you can just get the pattern and the beautiful material on Etsy or eBay and make an amazing skirt. My shoes. These are my shoes. I'm going to take them off and show them to you up close and tell you how I made them. Elsa shoes. So what I did for these, I found a pair of beige shoes at a secondhand store. I kept this on because it makes it easy to keep the shoes on my feet. I found a pair of shoes that I didn't have to really cut much. I cut off the little thing that attached there. I didn't want to be cutting shoes, so they seemed perfect to me. They fit, so I bought them. I covered, well, first I, figured out the pattern that I wanted and cut it out of this foamy sheet. And I think it worked really well. It's not that sturdy, but it conforms to the shoe really well. If you have some way of making it more sturdy, that would be amazing. But it conformed well. And then I painted it with this metallic acrylic paint. Focus. That was lovely. What's the color? Don't know. That's not a color. I don't know. Then I sprayed it with the glitter. And then I sprayed it a lot. Oh yeah, I did like 4 coats of that, I think. And then I sprayed it with this. And there I think I made a mistake because I think it was too hard. I have this from ages ago. And I might try putting some of this on there. Maybe filling in the cracks and being a little more flexible. I'm not sure. But I think the spray might have been a little too hard. Because I've worn these. I wore these once for a photo shoot, really, and it cracked. Maybe it looks like ice. It cracked. So I'm not very happy about that, but I knew that they were not, everyday wear shoes made out of foam and all. I'm not a cobbler. So I used a hot glue gun to glue everything on there and together. Lots and lots of this to make it smooth and shiny after putting the sparkles on, because that made it rough. But yeah, I'm gonna try this and see if that smooths it out a little more. So if you do that, try something other than the spray. It's yeah, I think that's why it cracked. That's my theory. if you want to go the easy way, you can buy shoes. Little flats. I like these. And look, I've worn them out. They're dirty. I need to wash them. Buy a new pair or something. But they're pretty cool. I need clothes that match these so I can just wear them. But it's by Breckles. I think I'm gonna order another pair. They're not too expensive. I actually found them at a secondhand store. Same day I found these, I think. But they were a size too small. But then I found them online. So that was great because I'm getting a lot of use out of them. Great Elsa shoes. So I did not forget the cape. It's just easier to go through everything else first and show you the back and everything. So the cape, I cheated. I didn't make it. I bought it. I actually bought it with a costume that did not fit and taught me my lesson about ordering things from China. But the cape was useful. The sparkles really have worn off around the top where I tuck it in. I tuck it in and I use pins to pin it. I made sure there's some fabric in there that I glued down and can pin it to because I don't feel like putting buttons on. So the cape, it's very long. You can find them on eBay. You can find cheaper ones. This one probably was about $65 on its own. It's pretty long. I like the snowflakes. I probably just can't do a better job than that. You know, it just looked like so much work. So I cheated on that. I bought some little nuts. They're real dirty now. Just little tiny things at the hardware store that I hot glue gun to points around the bottom of it just to help it hang better because it just seemed to bunch and just not have a shape. But if you do that, it gives it a little weight. And it turned out really well for a photo shoot that I did. They kind of fall off sometimes. But yeah, so I cheated on the cape. I'm sorry. It's a lot of work. But I guess that's it. That is the costume. So if you have any questions, please ask and I will try to address them. I hope you enjoyed it. Let me know if you make a costume like this. Helicopters. You know, wind and helicopters and ding. It's okay, it's at the end of the video. So, yeah, that's my Elsa. I hope you enjoyed that. Let me know how yours goes. Post a picture or video or something if you make one. Bye!